Hey guys, Savannah Bell here with My Massage World, and today I wanted to talk to you about how you can get super detailed with your marketing to get a better return on your investments so you can stop throwing money away. There's a gazillion ways to market your massage practice, right? I mean, you've got events, you've got social media and email and classes and mailers and giveaways and cards and flyers all around town and radio spots, and the list goes on. But one common problem is that your marketing might be too general. Now, I've talked about speaking to your ideal client and niching down and all that good stuff before, but this is taking it to the next level. So if you are attending events, spending a ton of time on social media, working up your posts and your ads and that sort of thing, or doing really any other type of marketing, you have to factor in the potential return on investment. I mean, if you ran $500 in Facebook ads and didn't get a single client, that would be horrible. So why are you spending the equivalent when you factor in both your time and your money to attend events or otherwise market yourself and see little to no return? Yes, part of it is just getting your name out there, but there comes a point when that's not enough, when you're just throwing your money away. So you have to prioritize the way you're spending those precious marketing dollars. What's going to give you the best return on your investment? So let's say that you focus on clinical or medical work. Great. Now, instead of just marketing yourself as a medical massage therapist or pain relief specialist or anything like that at all, at all kinds of events and general events around town and reaching out to the general public, why not get super specific about who you're targeting? So here's what I mean. Did you know that in the U.S., most elective orthopedic surgeries are performed in the last 3 months of the year? The way insurance is structured, most people wait until their deductible is met over the first 3/4 of the year before opting to finally get that knee replacement or that labral repair or whatever. So it's completely covered by insurance, right? Ask any orthopedic surgeon what their busiest time of year is, and it will most definitely be October, November, and December. Maybe even into August and September, depending on the year. So when you're planning out your marketing efforts for the year, factor that in. Starting in September, you may go ahead and start holding classes and attending events specifically geared around joint replacements or other elective procedures. You may start going to network with local orthopedic surgeons and DOs and physical therapists, all just explaining, how you can help with those specific patients. So instead of attending yet another standard health fair or vendor event that's meant to appeal to everyone in your area, how about getting really specific and attending support groups for certain conditions? So here's the thing. If you're potentially reaching a few hundred people at a big event, you might get 4 or 5 clients out of it if you're lucky. It's just, 5 or 10 minute chair massage, here's my card, on to the next one. You don't really have time to connect and explain how you can help their specific issues. But support groups are often looking for people to come speak about how to manage their particular condition. So check out any local support groups for cancer patients if that's who you want to try to reach. Or maybe it's those who suffer from chronic pain like fibromyalgia or complex regional pain syndrome. Seek them out. Ask if you can attend a meeting and offer some self-care tips and hand out your info. Instead of spending hours at a general event, working your hands off, seeing hundreds of people and maybe getting a handful of clients out of it, if you're lucky, not to mention the actual monetary cost of getting the booth and printed materials and all that good stuff, that adds up to a big investment. Whereas if you take an hour and go talk to a specialized group of people, hand out a dozen or 2 dozen pieces of material, get the chance to actually talk with them and get to know their problems intimately, and have plenty of time to explain how exactly you can help and the results that your other clients have had, and you get a handful of clients, which one is better? Okay, the specialized marketing, right? That is a massive difference in return on investment. So let's get detailed here and look at exactly what I mean by return on investment, or ROI. It's essentially how much you're making in relation to how much you're spending on marketing. It doesn't mean being cheap, it means being strategic with your money. There's a very big difference between those two. Now, when we look at calculating our ROI, it's much better to figure out percentages than just plain old dollar amounts. The reason for this is so that we can get a really, a more accurate depiction of what's really giving us a good return on our investments. So I'm going to talk math for a second, but do not run away. I will be super quick and keep this super simple. So let's say that Jane and Jim each made an investment. Jane made a profit of $100. and Jim made a profit of $1,500. Looks like Jim did a whole lot better, right? But wait, what if Jane invested only $50 and Jim invested $50,000? Jane had a much better ROI of 200% versus Jim's 3%. When we look at percentages, it tells the real story of how good an investment is and how much it really paid off. So to calculate that percentage, it's like calculating any other percentage. Hate to get all mathy with you here, but it's pretty basic math, okay? It's just your profit divided by your investment, period. So for example, if you invested $200 and you made $250, you made a $50 profit, right? All you do is divide that 50 by 200, since that was your investment. It gives you 0.25. If you remember how to convert to a percentage, all you do is move that decimal point over 2 spaces, and woohoo, you got 25%. So you had a 25% return on your investment. Making sense? So remember, you're just taking your profit and dividing it by the investment amount. Pretty simple. Now, why should you care about this and get this detailed? Because this is going to give you a much more accurate depiction of what is really a good investment and what is not. If you're only getting 10% ROI, that's not all that great. Although you made something, it may not be worth it really. Whereas if you're making 100% ROI, you basically doubled your money, right? That's pretty awesome. So in that previous example, if you're attending a big general event, you could easily spend $200 on the booth, printed marketing materials, and all those supplies, right? Then there's your time. So let's say that you charge $50 an hour and you're there for 6 hours. That brings your total investment to $500. And let's say you get 3 one-visit clients and 1 regular monthly client. That means you've made $200 out of the gate with all their first visits, and then it'll take you another 6 months for that regular client to earn you back enough to just break even. But if you attend a small specialized event like a support group, spend maybe $20 on printed materials and supplies, and invest an hour of your time, you're looking at just a $70 investment. So even if you only get 2 one-visit clients out of it, you still make a 42% return on your investment. And I would almost guarantee that you're going to get more than that, and you're more likely to have those people be repeat clients from events like these. So does this all make sense? Get super specific with your marketing and tailor it so you can have the best return on your investments possible. I know financials like this can seem daunting and they aren't everybody's cup of tea, but if you want to get serious about your business and you want to actually increase your income and ensure that you're profitable in every way possible, calculating your ROI is one of the best steps to take. And if you want some seriously awesome ROI, become a member with us and get thousands of dollars worth of marketing content for just $29 a month. You can cancel anytime. There are no contracts. Thank you so much for watching today. As always, check us out at mymassageworld.com. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and stay tuned for more videos.